Welcome, welcome, welcome. Master your business, dominate your trade, community. How's everyone doing? How's everybody doing? If you're in the community, what do you have to do? Click the live button, and I think it takes you to YouTube or something. But hopefully, they're going to have it just goes straight live in the community pretty soon. They're still adding a bunch of stuff. Hey, man, Brian Adams here, the contractor's contractor. I love that little intro. Let's see if I can play that thing again. All right, Q&A today. This was planned for Tuesday, and it was supposed to be every Tuesday at 3 o'clock. So maybe we'll see if we're going to keep it at Tuesday at 3 o'clock or switch it till Monday at 3 o'clock like we're doing right now, 3 o'clock California time. We switched it. I was going to do it tomorrow. Going to be at the apple orchards tomorrow with the family. So there it is. Hey, today got quite a few questions. It looks like it's AI day. First question we're going to talk about is the pros and cons of using like an AI chatbot to answer new leads. The good and the bad. And someone asked me, will like ChatGPT overthrow Google in the search results? Then the same person was asking, how do you get your business to rank and show up in Google Maps? We're going to talk about that. That's a lot. And I guess I'll answer this is like, like on maps, you'll see certain businesses are like different colors. They were just curious about that. I mean, that's an easy answer. And then Daniel Kosher, I think I said that right. Kosher asked how to get your Google business profile verified. I think he said he's been over a year now. I mean, I don't want to say he said 4 years, but damn, I think he did. So if there's anything, those little 3 or 4 questions that I just talked about, hit me up and we'll go over them. Been a nice weekend. Sound like the family showing up right now. I was outside at the chickens collecting my eggs, and on the way back, I had my saw and wanted to trim a couple of limbs that are getting crazy on my orange tree. I set my eggs down and had my saw, and man, I turned around and my freaking golden retriever's got 2 of the eggs in her mouth. I was about to lose it. Drop them eggs. So, hey, so let's get into it. Q&A Monday, October 14th. Pros and cons of using an AI type chatbot to answer new leads. So I'm not a fan of chatbots, period. And AI just and a couple of years ago, chatbot would have been you went in and you would have thought up as many questions as homeowners can ask, and you would have typed in, if someone asked this question, here's how you want to answer it and stuff. I didn't like them then. The AIs now try to make it seem like they're better because they're constantly learning. So the more questions you can ask the AI and then answer it, the AI will remember it and all this other stuff. And right now, I mean, a lot of contractors are getting sucked into using it and saying, they're. I know a couple of guys that are paying like $300 a month. Blows my mind for a shitty ass website that doesn't work, but they're being sold these shitty websites because it supposedly has this great AI chatbot, and the AI will interact with the homeowner when they get to your website, and when the homeowner's asking questions, the AI will answer it, and they'll book. It has a calendar right there, and you can book and set up appointments through the AI, so you don't have to do anything. And it's the new shiny thing, and it sounds amazing, right? I was like, oh my God, I don't have to do anything. Give you $300, you'll build me a website, and then it just fills up with appointments. Yay! It's like, no. One, someone's got to find the website, and I've got on my YouTube channel. Check out the video, the 5 things every website must have. must have. And trust me, when I got back into construction in 2004, we had already been using websites in a whole different area, like my personal development seminars and leadership seminars, all of it. Website endless possibilities. We'd already had several websites when we got back into construction, and the internet was booming at that time. We knew how important the website was, and so from 2004 until now, and this is 2024, so 20 years, we've spent the last 20 years and tens of thousands of dollars building and rebuilding and testing different websites, testing different home pages, testing different openers, to everything. I mean, we've just we try them and test it and try it and test it and do split testing and finding out what works. And that's where I came up with the whole 5 things every website must have, because I'm in it, man. I'm a marketer, but I'm first a contractor. I'm only a marketer because I had to learn it to build and grow a business. Didn't have everything that you had. Now everybody on the effing internet is a digital marketer. That's what freaking kills me. And there's a reason they're selling these websites. There's a lot of different companies: Builderall, ClickFunnels, High Level. You can Google them. Google ClickFunnels. Russell Brunson. I should have his book around here somewhere. But I mean, that dude is phenomenal. I mean, just a crazy great marketer. I mean, he knows what he's doing, right? Russell Brunson. And ClickFunnels is a good product. Russell Brunson bought the whole catalog, all of Dan Kennedy's stuff. And Dan Kennedy is like the direct marketing guru, like the late 60s, early 70s. He's one of the first guys I started learning marketing from in the early 80s. You're going to his seminars, buying his big work manual books, and because back then it was like yellow pages, a penny saver, the newspaper ads, mailing out flyers. Everything was direct marketing. Is like every word has you don't have a lot of space, so every word has to mean something. And that's what marketing is. So now you're like, and I don't MLMs, network marketings, multi-level marketing, pyramid schemes. I mean, yeah, if you're over 25, you've probably heard of them. Whether it's Amway, God, I don't know. There's so many of them. Water filters. I mean, there's a ton of them. They're still around, but these like ClickFunnels and High Level and Builder, all these other ones, they're kind of like the new network marketing company. So they hype, they do these great events, man, get you crazy motivated and man, I'm gonna make $1 million this week. I'm gonna make $1 million this week, and so people buy into these programs. Like High Level is like $300 a month, and you get like unlimited websites you can build for people, or funnels. And I'm not going to get into the difference between a funnel and a website and all this other stuff. But even school right here, I love this community school. It's the guy who built it, Sam Ovens and stuff. I started doing work with him 5 or 6 years ago, and then like worked with him when I started out with the contractor's contractor, and then kind of lost touch with him. Haven't really heard, or checked him out, and then like, I don't know, over 4 years probably. Huge fan of Alex Hormozy. I had to walk over there to grab that book. But I got all of his. I mean, I get all of their stuff. Now I am constantly, trying to upgrade the library and reading everything. I'm reading everything. Sometimes hardback books, most of the time audio books. But so even like school. So even school is like affiliate programs. So now that I'm paying to school for that platform, because it's a great platform, I'm trying to get off of Facebook, and school does everything that I really wanted it to do. So people can join the community, upload all of my training videos. It's all right there, real easy to access. Just interact with other like-minded business owners. But now that I'm a part of that community, I get like an affiliate link, so I can send to other coaches or business owners or whatever and say, hey man, you want to start a community, blah, blah, blah. You can make some money maybe. So whatever they pay school, I get a small percentage of it. So that's how all these other companies are working. And that's why they're growing so much. So they get these younger guys or other people who are just looking to make that $1 million this week, and they buy into it. So now they're digital marketers and they're trying to tell you they can get you leads and build you a website, and AI is the new shiny key in the chat box. You don't have to do anything. Look, man, there's no easy way to build a business. Look, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it ain't going to happen. Someone tries to tell you they can help you build a business and it's going to be easy. They lying, run the other way. And building a construction business is probably the hardest business to build. I talk about it all the time because we're dealing with homeowners, man. People are bringing us into their house. A man's home is his castle. So it's tough. It's tough. And marketing, so the internet, Google AdWords, Yelp, Bing, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, the phone book, Penny Saver, the newspaper, billboards, all of that crap. None of that is marketing. None of it is marketing. Marketing hasn't changed since the days of Jesus. I mean, all it is like, hey, you go down to the market, the village, like everybody's got their tents and set stuff up. So everybody visits. And so you're in the marketplace. And that's what it is. So marketing is letting people, clients, know that you exist and how you can service them. All of those things that I just listed, they're just the vehicle, the media that we use to deliver our marketing. I mean, I hope that makes sense. I don't want to get too crazy technical about it. I used to do like an all-day boot camp called the mental side of marketing, because it really is all marketing. We think in pictures. So every time you hear a word, your brain is trying to, go through all the little synapses and memories that you have and paint a picture of what that word is. So if I say to you, Mike is riding his bike down the street in front of his house. I mean, and think about this. Mike is riding his bike down the street in front of his house. So right now, everyone has a picture of what Mike looks like. You may know someone named Mike, or you may picture yourself being Mike on the bike. Everybody has a picture of the bike. You may have a picture of a motorcycle. You may have a picture of the street in front of your house, and it probably isn't your street for whatever reason. Every time I do this in seminars, 80% of the people picture like the Leave It to Beaver Street with the trees overlapping and craziness. I don't know, maybe that's the street they want to live on. But every word paints a picture in your brain. And those are memories. Those little pictures are always for something, because it means something to you. So the pictures, the more we talk about it and get you involved, those pictures turn into movies, and that movie is going to stir you up, because our thoughts dictate our emotions, and our emotions dictate our actions. So if I can control your thoughts, I can control your actions. It's almost freaking manipulation. It just depends on how you use it. But that's the whole day boot camp, right? So I'm not getting into that. So what I'm saying is, if just because you buy into one of these programs and they got these templates on how to build a funnel or a website, and now you got this fancy thing called AI-Chatbot, just know. One, it does have there is a place for it, maybe. But I don't want to say nothing is more important. Not too many things are more important than a new lead. If someone is online, Google, let's just use Google, that's my thing. But if someone goes to Google and they're typing in exterior house painter near me, plumber near me, hardwood floor installation, refinishing near me, anything, roofer near me. If someone is going to Google and they're searching for your service, and they find you on Google Maps, hopefully, maybe 20% of the time, probably 18% of the time, they'll click from Google Maps, they'll click call now. The other 80% of the time, 82% of the time, they're going to click to your website because they want to know more about you. They want to learn more about you. We do business. Business is never change. It's never going to change. We do business with people we know, like, and trust is the biggest. That's why if you need someone to paint your house and your brother paints, if you guys got a good relationship, you're probably going to hire him. Or if your friend from high school is a painter, you're probably going to use him because you know him, you probably like him, and you trust him. Even if he ain't that good of a painter, at least you know you're not going to get ripped off. Someone who's working on your car, especially like car repair, man. It's like that's huge, the trust factor. So they click and go to your website, man, it's all there. You got to have that welcome video because in the book, Contractors Only, it'll tell you that the website is the heartbeat of your business. And that's because they click and go to your website. You've got anywhere from 7 to 12 seconds to grab their attention. If not, they're going to back out and start looking somewhere else. And Google tracks all that shit. That'll be in the next part of the question and answer. But it's and Google doesn't like it because Google's like, oh man, I put this company in front of this person and it wasn't what they wanted. I could get into why that is relevant, but they get there, they see the welcome video, some content, some video testimonials, some other written testimonials, a whole bunch of stuff that builds trust, relationships. I mean, there's a secret to it. We have a script that I don't ask my contractors to read the script. There's just certain things in the script that have to be in the welcome video. But I don't want some pop-up screen annoying the homeowners, the clients. And it's annoying. It pops up, you got to look for the X to get it out of the way. You're just sitting there trying to watch a video or read something. And then this thing pops up and is bugging you. They may have, I just want them to click and call now, or click and text me here, or fill out the form and I'll get back to you. Whatever they want. And then you can have down here, you can have a button, click here if you for the FQA, whatever, frequently asked questions. And that's where like an AI chatbot could come in handy. If you're offering it to them and it's not popping up and telling them. And here's the most important is don't act like it's an effing human. Don't act like you're online right then and there answering questions with the homeowner because they know you're not. They're going to figure it out that you're not, and it's going to effing piss them off. When it pops up, say, hey, I'm a fancy AI chatbot, and I know most of the answers to most of the questions that homeowners ask. Feel free to ask questions, and I'll answer them for you. And I'm not, and that's okay, but I'm not a fan of that. I'm telling you, man, when someone goes on the internet or sees your van or truck or yard sign or your Facebook ad, which is a billboard they're driving past, and they go to your website, I want them to call you or fill out the form so you can call them, and it wouldn't be you, hopefully it's someone in your office immediately. Why? Because that's what builds the relationship. That's what's going to build the trust. And it starts before they even get to your website, man. I'm telling you, that's why all of the training is inside of this new platform with school, the master your business, dominate your trade. It's all in there. You've got to start going through these videos and start learning this stuff. That's why the internet, the YouTube videos, Facebook videos, everything, videos on your website, it's because they see you so often and you're sharing information with them and you're teaching them. They feel like they already know you. They can definitely trust you. And so that's all got to be there. But they fill out the form. They click to call you now. I don't want them talking to some dumbass AI. The AI may be able to answer the questions, but what it cannot do is build the relationship and build the trust. There's no way an effing AI chatbot is going to do what my ladies do in the office. They're going to call up and they're going to be talking and they're going to be sweet and they're going to go, oh my God. And if you see, I'm telling you, go inside and watch these damn training videos because in the sales portions of the videos, I talk about I know the address. I know what neighborhood the people live in. I know there's a Sizzlers that just went out of business. There may be an ice skating ring. There may be hockey, anything, man. I know the areas. You know the areas of where you work. my ladies in the office know the area, so when they call up, oh yeah, I go over there to this boo Michael's craft shop. They got this and that. Oh my God, you're into crafts too, and yeah, and this and going. I used to ice skate. My daughter took dance over there for 20 years. Oh my God, you went to Miss Kathleen. Yeah, we know. AI ain't never going to do that. AI ain't ever going to do that. So I don't want to. I'm telling you, man, new leads from homeowners are too fucking important. Click call now, click text now, fill out the form, we'll get back to you. That's how important it is. So, hey, but if you're doing it and it's working for you and trying to fill out your appointment and your calendar, and we got to, I'm telling you, and again, I think they're in the training, but we've got our question and answer. We've got our cheat sheet for answering the calls and calling people back, the questions that the girls know to answer, sending us pictures and building that relationship. And my girls know the answers, man. Homeowners be asking the girls questions, and the girls are like, and they think, it's like, because in the beginning when they start working with us, it doesn't take long, but because the same questions are getting asked over and over again. It's freaking 3:21. It's supposed to be a 30-minute freaking Q&A session. But the girls know the answers. And the homeowners are impressed, because usually the homeowner calling is another female, and even the guys are impressed. They're like, "Oh my God, how you know that?" It's like, it sounds like you do the work, and the girls are like, "We do the work sometimes. We know how to run the machines," because they do, right? Because that's how they learn. That's how they know. Which just builds bigger, tighter, emotional relationships. And by the time the sales guy gets over there to, collect the consultation fee and measure up and talk to them, it's pretty much, I mean, the job's already sold before the sale dude gets there. Anyway, so that's my thing on AI bots. Will ChatGPT overthrow Google? No, never. The biggest challenge Google has right now is Congress wanting to break it up into different categories, because right now they do kind of have a monopoly, but they've spent the last 25 years building that monopoly and becoming the world's best search engine. Google, I mean, as you go through the training videos, you'll hear me say it over and over again. Google's number one thing is to satisfy the client. Always has been, always will be. Money is second. So when you go to Google and you search for something, Google makes sure that something shows up in front of you. And what does show up in front of you, Google is very specific. It better be what you're looking for. That's why you don't try to trick Google. You don't do all this, crazy shit. That's why you ask to get banned on Google Maps. That's why your website won't show up. It's just play ball. It's like, put good content out there. Don't try to fake nobody. Don't try to fool nobody. Just do great content. And ChatGPT is the AI. You go to ChatGPT and you're answering questions and you're having it write up stuff, whatever. I don't know. And AI is just going out into the world of the internet and looking at all these other answers and questions, and it does it, instantaneously. But Google is an AI. Google has always been an AI. Their bots, like through the spiders and going through everyone's websites and how different websites get ranked and higher and all this other stuff. That's all they've done for 25 years more. That's how they're able to put the right product in front of their client who's on Google search looking for something. I think it's over 80% of people use Google search. I think number 2 is YouTube. Who is it? Microsoft Bing is way down, and Microsoft Bing is trying to use chat to help them and stuff. But Google's got over 25 years of data that they've been collecting on everybody. Whether that's good or bad, I don't know. That's a whole different conversation. But Google is an AI. That's why they're able to put everything in front of you that you need, and that's why they're so good at it. And now they have changed, like because if you just go in there and you say, hey, Range Rover oil change near me, I'm smiling because the wife's Range Rover has to have the oil change. So we go to Google, we check, because we're in this new area, right? So we're Googling it. We're gonna get the Range Rover needs the oil change near me type of deal. And so they'll put the businesses in front of you, and they do that, which is going to be the next question of how getting ranked. But if you're asking them a question, you'll see now that they're answering that question the first thing, and you can click and expand it, but Google gives you the answer to whatever kind of question you're asking. Like, if the homeowner is going in and asking how many coats of primer before I do my last coat of paint or something, Google will search all the different websites and information. And like I'm saying, they're in that aspect, they're so much more knowledgeable than ChatGPT because they got 25 years of freaking data, and then they'll give you the answer of how to prep before you paint and all this other stuff. And then underneath that will be people running ads, or if you're looking for that kind of thing. And then that's when, like, running Google ads is, you want to make sure, like, I when we're running ads, I don't want my ads showing up in front of DIY people, do it yourselfers. That's a whole different topic. And the training videos are inside the new group here. But yeah, so chat will never overtake GP. Google's biggest threat right now is Congress breaking them up. How do you, third question was, how do you get your business to show up in the maps if you've already got your listing? And please, man, I think it was Glenn that asked that question. The trainings are there, man. The Google My Business training in there. And let's see. This dude here, Charlie, says, I even hate the chat bots popping up. I hate when they pop up. Total waste of time. You got to look for that stupid X. And if it's a white screen, they got a white X, makes it hard to find. Yeah, if I have a question, I'll ask you. But Charlie will tell you, man, the Google training, but the Google business profile, which when you go to when you go and you hit classroom in the new community school, you hit classroom, you're going to see it's going to say Google business. It doesn't say Google business profile. It's, what did it used to be called, Charlie? Google profile, Google business maps or something. Forgot what it used to be called, because they changed the damn name every year, every 2 years. But yeah, it's I don't know, it's maybe an hour or 2 hours of training there, but it tells you how to optimization and all this other stuff, because there's a lot to getting ranked in the top 3. It's worth paying the money. Like when people pay us the money to get them ranked, we do all the stuff, but it's the backlinks and the citations that are hard to do, by the regular person. Meaning the citations and the backlinks and stuff, it's like putting all of your information, which is called NAP, name, address, phone number. That's got to be the same everywhere on the internet. Name, address, phone number, maybe even email, but name, address, phone number, it's got to be the same everywhere. That's crazy important for Google. It's got to be on your website. It's got to be here. And we connect that to a whole bunch of different websites. So it's like a spider web. And we try to get you a further reach, because Google starts with like a 3-mile radius, actually a 1-mile radius, and then it works it out. So if to show up 10 miles, 15 miles away from your address is going to be harder than if someone is a half a mile away from you, because you're going to show up, because it's maps. But it can be done. It's just a little bit more work. Going back to the Google AI, in the training, you'll see, and the one thing that so many contractors do not do, and I beg them to do it, and this really is the Google AI, but it's answer the effing questions. You go to Google, and I'm going to use hardwood flooring, but if you go to Google and type in anything about hardwood flooring and ask just one question, Google's going to give you 3, 4, 5 other questions. People also ask this. You click on one of those, and then you go back. Google will have added probably like 3 other questions that people ask about your trade. You click on one of those, you go back, they're going to add another 3. It's going to be an endless amount of questions that people are constantly asking Google about your trade, about your services. That's the AI, baby. Answer those freaking questions. Answer those questions, put them on your Google business profile. Answer those questions, make a video about it, put it on your YouTube channel. Blast it everywhere. The more it's on the internet, and again, it goes back to NAP, name, address, phone number, but it's like keywords and keyword phrases. And all that means is those are the words and the phrases that people are typing in to the search bar at Google, whether it's painting contractor near me, interior painting near me, exterior painting near me, like just certain words. And Google will tell you the freaking words and questions that people are asking. So it's just being lazy not to do it. Uh, so that's how you get ranked. There's a lot to it, but it is worth it. It's the number one effing thing to do, man. Uh, and then why are some of the business number four is why are some of the business colors like when you're looking on maps and you'll see different businesses and they may be highlighted in green, blue, orange, red, and it's I mean it's really I mean it's just it's each specific business category has kind of like its own color. So you'll like restaurants may be orange, so you'll see a bunch of little orange dots and stuff, and those are restaurants. Or uh, like car shops and stuff may be blue, and but each business category has like its own little color when people go to the maps. Because a lot of times I'll just go straight to map when I'm searching something, and it'll just show up and dots around there. Like especially man when I'm traveling, I'm looking for a hotel or a restaurant or anything. It's like I'll just go to maps and zoom in or zoom out, and the stuff shows up. Uh, or or versus going in and typing it into the search engine. Uh, Last question. Oh, look at it, man. See, I just spent a lot of time uh, in the beginning and kind of blew through it. Any questions before we get out of here? Because I'm going to try to answer Daniel's about how to verify Google Business Profile, and it's tough. Man, it's tough, especially since I think his message question to me said he's already did the verification with the postcard and type that in, and then sometimes Google will say, "Well, send me a video of you standing in front of your shop or your store, and prove it by that." And I think he said he did that. The next step is to pay somebody to help you out. And I know JB Taylor, I think he had to do the video standing in front of his cabinet shop, and but you're gonna have to. And I think there's a number you can call directly on Google Business and try to talk with someone. They're a little bit better, like Google Ads. Google Ads will talk to you as long as you're active and paying. But as soon as you've done something and they've kicked you off, you're no longer. You can't get in touch with them. Oh my God, it makes you want to pull your hair out. And Google's thing is like you're not our client. We kicked you off. We don't want to talk to you. We're not going to waste our time talking to you. But yeah, to get verified is I just got a contractor of mine left Idaho, moved to South Carolina, and that's one of the hardest things that we're trying to do is get him re-verified in that new neighborhood and getting and then because once it's verified, then I can start doing all those backlinks and citations and the geotagging of the photos and the videos and answering the questions and all. And hopefully we can keep all of his reviews from Idaho. But yeah, Google has like over this last 2 years, they've gotten so strict on before they just verify almost anything, anybody. But again, it goes back to they want to make sure that what they're putting up there is the real deal. So if you reach out to, I may go into and answer that personally, Daniel, because I've got like I've got three different VAs in 3 different countries. And when you do talk to Google, it's probably going to be someone in India. So I just had my VA that's in India talk to him. I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, he did all those. Yeah, so Daniel's there. Way to go, brother. He did all those things, and he's still not been able to find a number. Let me see if I can find the number. And because if you're not verified, even when you go to Google Maps and try to type it in, you just don't show up. Because like some people will come to me and they've been kicked off Google Maps, so it's unverified. But the listing may still be there. If that listing is still there, if you watch the videos, because I have to watch the friggin' video, you have to go into settings and click something. But you can add me dominate your trade at gmail.com as like a manager or something. It'll send me an invite and I'll be able to look around and see what's going on. But yeah, there's some people will charge you shit. Some people will charge you like $5,000. We can get you verified, which is, I mean, it's kind of nuts, but at the same time, it's if that was the if it costs you $5,000 to get on Google Maps and start showing up in the top three, it's effing worth it in the long run. But no, it shouldn't. It ain't going to cost you that much. It's going to be pennies on the dollar compared to that. But let me know. See if you can figure out how to make me manager or something, and then we'll take a look at it. If you're a member of the school community, my wife then told me, man, I can't be hanging out with you contractors anymore. That's why I had to get this school program going, because my time, the older I get, the more valuable my time is. So she said, nope. You can't be everywhere to everybody. You're gonna have to limit it. And then Alex Hermosi hit me up with this new school thing, and it was everything that I had been looking for. Not yet, but it's getting there. It's going to get better and better and better. So now when I'm answering questions and stuff, it's only through the members of the school community. All right, guys, it's 3:36. I feel pretty good about the first Q&A. Let me know how it went. I don't even know how it shows up on the effing school program. Here I am talking about how much I love the school thing. So it gives you the YouTube link. And then, yep, there I am. See? Yeah. So, all right. And it has the live chat. You can answer questions and stuff. So, all right. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll keep it on Monday until Charlie's football season is over, because I know he does football on Tuesdays. But I'll be this time tomorrow. I'll be at the apple orchards. And I've been thinking about sitting outside in this beautiful area that we got here and showing you guys around. Whatever it is. Hey, so if you're not a member of school, I'll look in the comments, because this is going live on Facebook for a little bit longer. But I'll put a link to our new community school. Join up, man. Master your business, dominate your trade. Man, we got a lot of stuff coming up. Don't want to go over it right now. All right, guys. Send me those questions for next week Q&A. Looking forward to doing interview podcast this week later on. Not sure when. Got to get that so it's more consistent and scheduled. All right. To your success, dominate. Oh, it's a little license plate. That's my first Indian that I drove out to Apache Junction in Arizona, and I kept it. I wish I should have kept the motorcycle. Damn it. All right. Yeah, appreciate you, Daniel. You guys. Let me see what Charlie said about it. Go to the car dealer's website. They are the worst with the bots. They are, man. And I tell them, dude, I got a couple of buddies with the websites up to. I say, dude, again, there's nothing more important than a new lead. It's like, get on the phone, build the relationship. Man, build the relationship, build the trust, get them down there.